Hi everyone, welcome to Tony Fox Tarot. Thanks for joining me today and nice to have you with me. Today we are looking at what people are saying about you. Now, are they saying good things or are they saying bad things? And specifically, who's saying it? One person? More than one person? Where's it all going in terms of what is it they're actually saying? So we'll look at some outcomes there in terms of a timeline. Now, before we get started, go down below and hit subscribe. You can also tap on the bell icon, that'll give you notifications for any future readings that I post. Like and share this video where you can, and if you'd like to find out more information on me as a psychic tarot reader, you can go to www.tonyfoxtarot.com. Plenty of information about who it is that I am right there. Now, on the screen, we've got 4 different cards to choose from, and the idea is to choose a card that resonates with you really clearly. Once you've made that choice, that will be your reading, and it's fine to choose more than one card if it comes through really strongly for you today. Now, remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and just leave behind anything that doesn't. We've got card 1, 2, 3, and 4. And taking a moment just to be with the cards. Draw in a nice deep breath. And as you release the breath, listen to your intuition and your inner voice and the energy of the cards. Which of these comes through for you the strongest today? Card 1, 2, 3, or 4. Down below, there are 4 different timestamps. They represent each of these different cards. If you'd like to go to the one that you've chosen, I'll see you in a moment. Hi everyone, welcome to card number 1. This is your reading and we're looking at what people are saying about you. Now, let's jump in and have a look and see what's going on here. I'm up here with the Devil and the Ace of Swords. I felt you'd had a fallout with somebody here. I get a sense somebody has been very aggressive, very abusive perhaps. It feels like it's really borderline. I felt like this person had cut you down to size and kind of chewed you up and spat you out in a way that you didn't see it coming. It feels very quick. I feel like there's almost like a shock value here. Like maybe what they've done and the way they've done it has just really come out of the blue or taken you by surprise in some way. I felt like it was very overwhelming. Here with the Ace of Swords, I just kind of feel like it went very deep into the bone and that they got very personal about what is it they had to say to you and about you. I felt like they've cut you down to size, sliced you up, served you up, and sort of just, chewed you up and spat you out, really. The Devil is motivating the Ace of Swords here in a way where I kind of feel like there's malicious intent. This person certainly knew what they were doing. They knew what they were saying. They knew how they were going about this. They knew exactly what the results would be, but they didn't care. Quite savage. Very, the Devil's a very mistrustful card. There's jealousy in the Devil as well. I did feel that there potentially was jealousy involved with this. I felt that this person is very insecure and just really, just really got stuck into you in a way where I don't feel like you've known how to respond because this is a very overwhelming energy. I felt like this person had the upper hand, they were in control, and they said some really nasty things. Here with the Ace of Swords, it's a real sharpness, quick-witted, quick, sharp tongue, very savvy in terms of their ability to kind of just really get to the point in a way that is concise. But it's like it's sharp. I feel like this person is also saying that they don't want to see you again. They've taken control of the situation. They've served up their punishment, their malicious intent. Their behavior has just been really, really brutal and very unkind. Yeah. I felt like they departed on harsh terms with harsh words, that they don't want to see you again, that they have cut away from you, that they've blocked you out of their world in a way that has not given you any recourse. Like there's no room there, there's no atmosphere there, there's no I guess there's just no form of being able to kind of take back ground or to have your side of the story. I feel like this person's side of the story is all that's mattered. It's like, it's how they see it, it's what they think. They're not taking into consideration your feelings, your side of the story. It's all very one-sided. That's how it feels. And it's all black and white. It feels like it's over in a split second. Didn't see it coming. And they've shown their true colors. Like, like at the end of the day, this person has revealed something about themselves that maybe you knew was there. I think maybe you've had suspicions about this person. But if you were ever in doubt, you certainly aren't anymore, because they've made it quite clear. And this is very long lasting. I feel this pain was inflicted very intentionally. It was meant to hurt you. They said really bad things about you. And come down here to the Tower and the Page of Swords. I felt this has really rocked you. That had really played on your mind in a way where you just really didn't figure out why this was happening. The Page of Swords here is racked with self-doubt, going over the details of trying to figure out where things went wrong in a way that can't quite get the answers, can't grasp the clarity of why things are happening. It's fueled by the Tower, which is a very unstable situation. I kind of feel like here, it's almost like I feel like you're thinking, feeling that, you have done something wrong. Maybe you've taken on board what this person has said in a way where you've really questioned yourself. Maybe you're thinking, maybe I deserved this in some form, or perhaps I've done something in the past that's really, sown the seeds for this person to get to this point to do what it is that they have done. It's that sense though that you can't pull things back together in a way where you can focus clearly. It's really taken all of your energy away. I feel like this person has drained you. It's very energetically, it's a very sort of vampire move. I kind of feel like this person has just really sucked you dry in terms of taking all of your positive energy. It's just left you racked with ill feeling, with self-doubt. And I feel that you're unable to let it go at this particular point in time. I think your confidence is really rocked. I feel very isolated and alone here. I don't feel like other people are speaking to you. I don't feel like other people are communicating to you in a way that gives you confidence that everybody else has your back about what it is that happened. I feel that this person has kind of brutalized you in a way where it's left you feeling just very uncertain about what to do next. I feel like you're still trying to pick up the pieces. In some ways, I feel you're not ready quite just at this point to reach out to other people or to figure out what the next steps are. I feel very alienated here. I think you've been also very hard on yourself. I think that you're thinking that you've really done something wrong here. Even though you're unsure about what that might be. But coming back up to the Devil and the Ace of Swords, I really feel like this person is bad-mouthing you in a way where they have nothing to lose. Like they are serving up a single side of a story here that's all about them. And it shows you how insecure this person really is. Their motivation is just so mistrustful. I don't feel that they can trust themselves, let alone anybody else. But I feel like they're doing a lot of projecting. They're talking about you in a way where they're saying to other people that they shouldn't have anything to do with you. The Ace of Swords here is very fine in terms of it being a very black and white card, cutting away in a very clinical fashion. And this person's saying, look, that you can't be trusted, that other people should cut you out of the picture. That people should follow suit in a way that falls into line with their way of seeing things, with their version of events. The Devil is again, it's very insecure, but it's motivated to do some pretty nasty things. And I really do feel that this person is spreading rumors, is saying things about you that are untrue, that are offering perspectives to people that are just very one-sided and filtered through a very jaded, very insecure perspective. So this person is definitely out there kind of just really salting the earth. They're really trying to bring you down it's very political. It's very political. This person is putting a lot on the line here to really make you out to be the bad guy in a way that is quite desperate. It's quite desperate. They're trying to walk all over you. And I can see here with the Tower and the Page of Swords, actually you're quite fragile and sensitive and very nuanced. I think this person has taken advantage of you in a way where they're just walking all over you because because you're a soft target, actually. I don't feel like you've actually done anything to warrant this. This person is just being very, very nasty. Coming over here to Judgment and the Three of Cups, I do feel like there's other people here in the background, on the scene in a way where they're really calling into account the behavior of this person. They're really calling into question this person's perspective. You can see here with Judgment, like it's really, everybody's trying to get an understanding of what the facts really are, because this is quite heavy stuff, right? I felt here with the Three of Cups that, there are other people here. Maybe this is a small clique of people or a group of friends that are kind of saying this, but this is out of character. They're questioning the version of this person's story. They're questioning their version of what it is that's happened, in a way where they're calling this person into account. And I feel like this person has been forced to look at uncomfortable truths about themselves. I feel like other people are really forcing this point that they're not going to just follow suit, or they're not just going to fall into line with what this person thinks in a way that lets them take control of the narrative. I feel like people have got your back, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like people are saying this, you're a good person. Like, you're not somebody who would do something like what this person is saying. That's not you see here with the Three of Cups, that you're a part of the group, that you're a part of, that you're a good person. That their experience of you, their experience of what you're all about is completely the opposite. That you're actually somebody who is very trustworthy, fun, cohesive, lighthearted. That you fit in with everybody else in a way that is very easygoing, a lot of fun. People aren't wearing it. People aren't going to buy into this. And if anything, people are really questioning here with Judgment, like, why are you being so hard on this person? Why are you being so hard on trying to make out that you're the bad guy? So I felt this is almost like a bit of a cliquey situation as well. Like, maybe this is a cliquey group of friends, or that this person that's given you the grief, the hard time, that they can be just a bit tricky, actually. And my feeling is that these other people are a little bit on the outer here. They're not really buying into what this person is saying, because it's like, you know what? We don't really know that we've ever really fit in with you. We don't really know that you've ever played nicely or played in a way where we've been fully comfortable. And I kind of feel like this person is showing themselves up by trying to politicize this situation, by bad-mouthing you. People aren't buying into it. People aren't buying into the rhetoric of what this person is trying to say. Again, I kind of feel like people have got your back, and if anything, this is working against this other person because their integrity has really been called into question. I feel like people are frowning in response to what this person is saying, because it's out of character for them to, from their perspective, to kind of hear this, hear about what it is this person is saying. I hope this makes sense. We come down here with the Empress and the Ace of Wands. I feel like the outcome here is really interesting, because I feel like this person is going to be forced to apologize to you. Down here with the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, and with the Empress, new beginning with productive outcomes and intention, positive intentions. Very nurturing energy coming here through from the Empress. There's an honesty here with the Ace of Wands, with a new beginning, trying to kind of strike things into action in a way where sort of reinitiating, like an honest new beginning. I feel like these other people that I've talked about here have kind of paved the way for this person that I've been talking about to find some way of communicating with you that shows you that they're sorry. that they need to give back to you in some way that shows some kind of what am I trying to say here? Like an apology, but it's deeper than that. I really feel like this person is. I back up here to judgment, because this I feel like these other people are sort of saying, like you need to figure this out. You need to sort this out, because if you don't, you're out. Because we've never really been 100% on you, and we don't buy your version of events. So you need to go and figure yourself out. If you're going to kind of be in this circle, or if you're going to be in this clique, or if you're going to be bad-mouthing, friends, if you're going to be dissing people, you need to really figure yourself out, because, we're not stupid, essentially. And I feel like the outcome here is actually a really positive one, because I felt that there were honest actions coming through from this person here in a way that actually led to a very productive new beginning, where this person, through their actions, really tried to show you a confidence about who it is that they are, and the fact that they are sorry about what it is that's happened. They've understood their own wrongs, yeah? They're trying to make things good, is what I'm trying to say here. But people have paved the way for this. And it's almost like a forced apology on one level, but I do feel that this person will get down into the bones of it in a way where they've been called into account and forced to really face themselves as to what they've done here. Okay, so word of warning here, once bitten, twice shy. That's how I feel about this person. This person has shown their true colors. Their trustworthiness has been called into question. They walked all over you in terms of seeing you as a soft target, and whatever it is that's happened, it just wasn't going to ever stack up. I don't feel like you've done anything wrong here. I feel like your friends, or whoever these people are, they've got your back. That this person, at the end of the day, they've got it coming to them, because unless you're really clever to kind of get people on side in a way where you're a little bit more sophisticated, these kinds of situations aren't really going to wash with people, because people generally aren't stupid. But this person, I think that your experience of them isn't uncommon to other people's experience of who it is that they are. And I would say just be very cautious moving forward. I hope this reading has made some sense. And if it has, feel free to leave some comments down below. It'd be great to get your feedback. Like and share this video where you can. Hit subscribe. Tap on the bell icon. That'll give you notifications for any future readings that I post. And if you would like to get more information on me as a psychic tarot reader, you can go to www.tonyfoxtarot.com. There's plenty of info about who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and how it is you can access my service as a psychic tarot reader. Thanks very much and take care. Hi everyone, welcome to card number 2. This is your reading and we're looking at what people are saying behind your back today. So let's jump in and have a look and see what's going on. Up here to the Tower and the Five of Swords, I felt there was definitely somebody in the background who was undermining stability, undermining your position, your integrity, your reputation. This person is playing for keeps. They've got the gloves off and they are definitely in people's ears in a way where they're spreading mistruths, making out that you are somebody who instigates bullying tactics, or that you're not nice to people, or that you are somebody that people can't rely on in a way where you're honest. This person is trying to make out that you're nasty and aggressive, and that you ultimately are there to bring people down in a way that is very hostile and very aggressive, very confrontational. I don't feel like this person has a good thing to say about you. And I feel that they're creating a very undermining, toxic environment that was very much based on divide and rule tactics. This is about sabotage for me. I feel like this person has got it in for you in a way where they're trying to create a perception that somehow you are unreliable in some form and that your reputation isn't what it seems. This person's playing for keeps, and I felt that they were turning people against you. Or at least they're trying to turn people against you. If I come down here to the Hierophant and the Six of Swords, I felt that this situation could be something to do with your workplace situation. It could be to do with a group of friends or your family, or it could be just a group of people. But I felt here with the Hierophant, it's very much about your reputation and the structure of what it is that lays beneath this. I feel that this person is seeing you as some kind of a power authority figure, that you are somebody who people look to in a way where they are very trusting of you, and that you have power and influence over those people. And I do feel that you are one of these people who actually has a very grounded approach to managing situations, to managing people, to dealing with political situations in a way that is very fair and just. The Hierophant represents institutions and politics. But it's also reflective of a person who holds power and influence over people in a way that is trying to do good things in terms of the overall thrust of what you're all about or what the group comes together for. If this was a workplace situation, I felt perhaps you were somebody in a leadership role or in a position of authority, or at least with a very good reputation that people looked to and felt very trusting towards. Similarly, if it was, you were a friend amongst other people, that people saw you as the group leader or somebody who was very central within a group of friends who they felt was just very rock solid and that everybody could turn to in a way where you were very trusted. And perhaps if you're a family member, it could be that you are somebody that everybody just looks to in as much as, again, you hold a central balance of power. Not that you're asking for that necessarily, but I think you have a very rational, stable approach. You've got a good head on your shoulders in a way where I think that you don't react to situations and you're able to manage things effectively in a way that gets really good outcomes, generally speaking, for everybody. And so people do look to you in a way where, they see you as being the person who is the go-to to get advice perhaps, or to find trusted support, or who is just a very stabilizing, influential figure within this group that I'm trying to describe. Here with the Six of Swords, I felt that this was one person who was a ringleader. This is somebody who is splintering off and trying to go in a very different direction with things. They have their own agenda. I feel this is political. I feel like they have some kind of, the Hierophant is definitely motivating that force. And I feel that this person is motivated to take the narrative and to push it in a very different direction. This is a play of power, a power game is what I felt that this was. That their agenda was to undermine you in a very underhanded way, in a very political way. I felt that they had the support of one or two other people here, a small following. I felt that these other people were easily pliable, that they were a little bit gullible perhaps, or that they were just, maybe they hadn't really sort of made their minds up to be on one side or the other, but, they were there for the taking, that they were easily manipulated, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And that this person is very much looking for soft targets to pick off in a way where they are hoping to get a few people on board to gather momentum, to gather political clout, to get a following, to push things in a direction. So it's very much about, it's a very underhanded approach, I feel. This person is really trying to bring down your reputation. I think that's very central to this particular reading. I feel like this person is working against you in a way where they want to hold the power of influence and they want their agenda to be central, and that they see you as a threat. This is a very insecure move. Over here to the World and the Two of Cups. I feel here, though, in the background, that there are largely other people who have really got your back here in a way where they see that you are very honest, very fair, and that your attentions with people, generally speaking in terms of everybody's experience, is that you've always been very human, very personal with people, and that you invest into those people in a way where your honesty shines through. I feel like your reputation precedes you in a way where you are really supported very widely. And that it's not as easy as just spreading rumors or getting a few people around you to kind of muster up some sort of support to bring you down in terms of a power challenge. It's not that easy. I felt that people's actual experience of who it is that you are versus the gossip that this person is trying to spread, the rumors, the slander, because it feels like it does feel quite heavy. I feel like this person is really uninhibited in terms of being quite, malicious and divisive to put you into a perspective or to paint you as a picture of being somebody who is actually something quite dramatically different to who it is that you really are in terms of people's day-to-day experiences. I felt there was one person in particular who really had your back, maybe two people. I felt this person or these people were very close to you in a way where they were very invested in you, and that they were very invested in spreading good rumors to counteract this kind of negativity that seems to be going on, this political atmosphere that is trying to be sown by this other person. I feel like these people are spreading good rumors about you, and that what's going on here at this time is this is a very important time for people to really shine through in a way where where they really show their own integrity based on what is it they actually believe in you as a person, and to show you that they really have your back. I felt in terms of an outcome here that this would be a new beginning where this because I feel like it's a very political storm. I feel like it'll peak very sharply, and it'll be very short-lived, and then it will dissipate into nothing and things will move on. The political storm will be over kind of almost like before it gets started. I felt like you would take a big step back in a way where you ignored what this person was saying, because I feel that by doing that, you're actually showing them to be the fool that they actually are. It's like water sliding off of a duck's back. It's like nothing seems to stick to you here in a way that brings down your reputation or brings you down to that kind of level of playing, stupidity, really. I just feel that you're not going to buy into this game. And I felt that, you would really consider the facts here in terms of the Seven of Pentacles, that you would really deliberate on the established nature of who it is that you are, and the fact that you actually have a lot of trusted people around you, and that largely, people have your back, and that this is not as easy as just spreading a few rumors. So I kind of feel like you would really ignore them, and that this was the best way and the only way. I felt that the outcome here is that you would actually get out of this unscathed, that your reputation would stay intact, that it was built very solidly, and that it would take a lot more than that to ruin it. And I felt here that the fallout was almost negligible. I do feel that maybe one or two people have sided with this person in a way where they will continue to listen to them. But I felt also that over time that they would deliberate on what's going on in a way where they would actually see sense in this situation and understand that you are actually a good person, and that your reputation is one that has integrity and honesty. So I felt that your followers here, that they would stay loyal to you. I felt also that you would continue to lead the pack, that your authority, that your position would not be undermined in a way where that would actually be taken away from you. For me, this is a reading where honesty reads the day. I felt coming back over here to the Tower and the Five of Swords, there's a high level of desperation in terms of this person making this particular move. And this move could be a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But I felt that it was very motivated out of insecurity, and also a refusal to accept authority, a refusal to accept your honesty, your position of influence based on the fact that you're actually quite a good person. So for me, it's almost like a bit of a darkness versus light flavor to it. It just feels like this person is antagonized by the central nature of who it is that you are, and the fact that people would follow goodness as opposed to following somebody who actually has an agenda in a very malicious, political and underhanded way. It shows lots of desperation to me. And I felt that despite this person's there's a lot of effort in this. I really feel like this person is going through a lot of trouble here. I don't feel that this is a small thing. I feel like this person is really in there, kind of really sticking the thorn in the side of this situation, really trying to get a reaction, really trying to get a response from people in a way that gets a rise out of them and that they can build on that in some way. It's very short-sighted, but at the same time, very desperate for me. Either way, a really good outcome, and I hope this reading has made some sense to you. If it has, feel free to leave some comments down below. It'd be great to get your feedback. Like and share this video where you can. Hit subscribe, tap on the bell icon, that'll give you notifications for any future readings that I post. And if you're interested in the services that I offer as a psychic tarot reader, you can go to www.tonyfoxtarot.com. Plenty of information about who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and how it is you can access my service as a psychic tarot reader. Thanks very much and take care. Hi everyone, welcome to card number 3. This is your reading and we're looking at what people are saying behind your back today. So let's jump in and have a look and see what's going on down here at the Fool and Knight of Cups. I feel like you're in a really good place at this point in time. I felt here that you'd met somebody and that love was in the air. Knight of Cups, definitely a card that motivates the idea of love. It's on foot, it's happening, it's mobile. I feel like you have found somebody that has swept you off your feet here with the Fool. This is a new beginning with somebody showing the promise of a relationship that will develop into something that's fairly committed. This isn't just a flirtation. This is actually going in a direction that's a little bit more serious. I kind of feel like it's in that transitionary state where it's just kind of sort of developing into something that is romantic, and I kind of really feel like this is a new beginning. You're leaving the past behind in a way where you're very carefree and easy about what's happening. Looking forward to the future unfolding. It's happy days for me. Life feels like it's in a really good place for you. It feels like the sun's shining. Everything feels really clear and uninhibited. And I feel like this person has really touched into your life in a way where you feel uplifted and happy. I get a lot of happiness coming through these two cards. But if I come up here to the Tower and the King of Cups, I felt that in the background there was somebody from your past, an ex. Somebody here, the King of Cups, somebody who really loves you, somebody who has very strongly developed feelings, very established feeling of love for you. This person hasn't let you go. I feel like this person is still very much in love with you. They haven't gotten over you. It's coupled with the Tower, and the Tower is an unstable situation where love hasn't been able to obviously anchor itself and grow. I felt that this person felt that they wanted to still be with you. They didn't want it to be over. It could mean that you've moved on from this person and that you've decided to end it, or perhaps it's mutual, but this person just has had second thoughts or still just wants to be with you in a way where perhaps there's another opportunity to settle down. And I felt here, though, that this person felt very essentially that the world had fallen apart since you'd actually broken up. I get somebody who's brooding, who's isolated, who isn't communicating with you in a way that actually tells you how does it they really feel. I feel like this person is quite devastated. They're not able to put the pieces back together in a way that moves on from you. They're still very centrally focused on you in a way that relives that kind of emotional experience of being together and what it means to be in love with you. Yeah, it just hasn't gotten over you, but I felt that this person had caught wind of what's happening with you and this new person. Yeah. I feel like they're watching on. Maybe they've seen you in the street, maybe they've seen you out, maybe they've seen you on social media. Maybe other people have actually told them what's going on in a way where they've got a clear picture on them in their mind. But they feel crushed about this. I felt that they felt emotionally wrecked, destabilized by the news or the idea that you could be with somebody else, that you could be in love with somebody else. Yeah, not able to pull themselves back together. This is a very sensitive person, very emotionally, at this point in time, things are very unstable for this person. Everything in the world is falling to pieces. You were the person that they were always focused on in a way where they felt that they had some sense of belonging. Without you in the picture, they feel nothing makes sense. You're a very sensitive person who is very emotionally intelligent, somebody who's very articulate of how they feel about you. They haven't taken the connection with you lightly. They've fallen for you head over heels. Yeah, this is somebody who is very quiet on their own at this point in time, really thrashing through what's going on in a way where they're trying to make sense of it. Where's this all going? What's this person actually saying about you? Who's saying stuff about you? If I come over here to Death and the King of Swords, again, I kind of feel like this ex is just unable to get over it, and that the anger is boiling over in a way where they feel scorned. It's verbally spilling over to anybody who wants to listen to it. I feel like they're very angry. They've got angry words to say about who it is that you are. And it's very centrally focused on self-pity. It's about what you've done to them, how you've made them feel. They think that you're very mean, that you're very insensitive by being with somebody else, that you have gotten over them and that you feel okay to be in a new relationship, or that you feel happy in your life because they don't feel that at all. So they're really distressed about that, and they're unable to let go the fact that you've moved on, and you've moved on without them. This person feels strong indignation, okay? They're offended by the fact that you've moved on. They feel mistreated. And they're telling people this. Anybody who wants to stop and listen to them, anybody that falls into their line of focus, the conversation immediately goes back to this subject, because that's the central focus in their life at this point in time. It's all about you. They love you, they hate you. When they're talking to other people about you, they're saying both of those things, really. I mean, they're talking a lot about how you've mistreated them, and the reality is you haven't done anything to them. You've just gotten on with your life. This is about this person's feelings. They're totally absorbed by their loss for you, yeah, or their loss of you. They haven't been able to put themselves back on their own 2 feet. They haven't been able to let go of the past. They haven't been able to let go of you. They haven't been able to get on with it. You know, they're wallowing in this experience in a way where they've got a broken heart. And it's an experience that's really lonely and isolating, because at the end of the day, nobody can help them with that. There's nothing that you could do. There's no behavioral change that you could make. There's no way of going back and rewriting this story. It is what it is. And this person is alone in that. I felt, once again, you know, like a lot of anger focused at you, that this person thinks that you're being really mean at this time, you know, very insensitive, but it's very emotionally reactive stuff. It's not making sense. And it's all focused on them and how it is that they feel, and about what it is that they don't have and how it is that you're making them feel. It's subjective stuff, right? If you're in this experience, I feel that people do feel sorry for this person, so they listen to what they have to say. But they can see so obviously that this person is really hurt. It's not this. People aren't making a judgment on you. It's not like it's tarnishing your reputation, or that people think that you have done anything to them. It just is what it is, and that at some point everybody probably goes through this experience in some way or some shape or some form. So I didn't feel that they were turning people against you, or that people were listening to what it is that they were saying in a way that cast like a dim light on you. It's more that people are just listening because this person is hurting, and so the people that are listening and who are close to them are just letting them talk it through, are letting them thrash it out. And so it goes into a period where they'll get really heated about it, and they'll boil over, because the Knight of Swords is a very angry card, and it wants to tell people what it's angry about. You know, there's a lot of swearing, there's a lot of there's a lot of sharp words that are being said. There's hatred even, but it's passionate. The King of Cups is all about love and passion. This is passionate energy that's coming through this person because they can't get over the fact that things are over. They're resisting it. And then it will die down and everything's kind of back to normal for a while. But at the end of the day, it's not, because in the back of their mind or in the back of their heart or deep within their heart, it's just waiting for another trigger for it to kind of boil over again, and then it all happens again. And people who are around this person can see that. They can see what's going on in a way where they're just letting this person vent, letting them have their say. This person's just reacting to pain. It's not actually specifically about you in a way that, it is specifically about you because it's about the fact that they are in love with you. But what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you have done that can make this better. You're not a bad person for moving on. Coming down here to the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, I kind of really feel like you're going to pause to consider what's going on here in a way where you look at what you've left behind with this other person. But at the same time, it's just a blip on the radar screen. It's just a pulse that is momentary in terms of its consideration. And I feel that getting beyond that blip, there's no hesitation just to move on. The thing is, the Magician, you're ready to strike your life into action in a way where you just kind of want to take control of the situation and actually manifest this opportunity with this person that you've actually met. I felt that you would just jump straight into this next 7 or 8 months where you would establish a really strong foundation with a new love in your life. And that you would realize there is no need to feel guilt. There's no need to feel shame, because at the end of the day, you've been transparent all the way through this particular experience with your ex. There's nothing to hide. There's no malice, and there's no misjudgment. You've not misjudged this situation. You've just simply moved on for whatever reason. Yeah. I feel here that in time, your ex, their problems are in isolation. This what I'm talking about today, and what this person is saying behind your back, in the background, it's in isolation. They're just hurting. These gripes, these problems, they are within an echo chamber of themselves. It's just bouncing around inside them. And the people that are hearing it, the people that are listening to that stuff, it's just bouncing straight off them, really. They're just a sounding board. I don't feel that there is any gravity in what this person is saying in terms of their hurt. This person is filled with self-pity, and in time, they will get over it. It will take some time. I feel another year and maybe even more, because I felt like this was a deep love for this person. And I don't feel that it was a balanced love. I don't feel like the love that you shared together was mutually exchanged in the same capacity. I feel that's possibly a part of why it didn't continue on. And either way, it doesn't matter even if it was, because at the end of the day, you've healed. You're in a good place, and you need to think of yourself right now. Good things are happening for you. Yeah. Good things are happening for you. I see good things coming for you over the next number of years. And this relationship that you're developing and growing with is the way forward for you. It's a part of your new life. Anyway, look, I hope this reading has made some sense. And if it has, feel free to leave some comments down below. It would be great to get your feedback. Like and share this video where you can. Hit subscribe. Tap on the bell icon. That'll give you notifications for any future readings that I post. And if you're interested in the services that I offer as a psychic tarot reader, you can go to www.tonyfoxtarot.com. There's plenty of information about who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and how it is you can access my service as a psychic tarot reader. Thanks very much and take care. Hi everyone, welcome to card number 4. This is your reading, and we're looking at what people are saying behind your back today. So let's jump in and have a look and see what's going on. Now, I'm up here with the Devil and the Queen of Swords. I felt that there was somebody very close to you who you would not necessarily assume to be a problem. I feel like this is somebody who is quite stealth. Outwardly, I get a very sweet-natured person who comes across in a very honest way. But underneath it, I get somebody who's actually quite calculated and very manipulative. And I feel like this person is spreading rumors about you in a way that questions your trustworthiness. The Queen of Swords is definitely a card of insecurity. This is somebody who has a history of mistrustfulness. I feel like this can be somebody who is a bit of a chameleon in terms of what is it they choose to reveal about themselves. They're very selective, very careful, very suspicious of people. So they have lots of different sides of who it is that they are, and how it is that they reveal themselves to people can be very selective. This is a very snaky person who uses charm, who uses wit, who uses their ability to kind of dazzle people with a value that just seems to be quite enamoring. You know, there's something quite hypnotic about them. That's what I want to say. This person is definitely fueled by the devil. And the devil has got lots of different aspects to it. I mean, this person can be quite an attractive person. There's a sexiness to this person. I felt that they were very easy on the eye to look at. If it's not about their looks, there's just something about who it is that they are that makes them really attractive. There's something very Moorish about them. You know, you want to be around them. You want to hear what it is that they have to say. They seem quite interesting. They're very intelligent, very, very quick-minded, very sharp in terms of their perspective. You know, they really sit back and kind of soak it all up and watch what's going on in a way that is very observational, very accurate in terms of their perception. But they are mistrustful, and I feel like this person has a lot of troubles with people and doesn't know how to trust individuals, because I don't feel that they've actually been brought up in that way to trust people. I think maybe they've had difficult challenges with their parents or with people who have been around them as they've grown and developed, that have left them to feel that you have to be very guarded. And I felt that this person was saying things about you that called into question your trustworthiness. This person's buttons are pressed by you. They find you really challenging. They find you very attractive, and that challenges them. I can see down here with the Sun and the Ten of Cups and the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles that these cards represent you in a way where there's a lot of honesty, a lot of light, a lot of love, and a lot of integrity. And, you know, I think that you put your best foot forward with people. I think you're quite natural as a person. I don't think you have to overthink it. And you come from your heart in a very easy way that is unquestioning of what you're all about. And this person finds that very, very difficult to come to terms with, because they don't get it. They don't get how you can be so confident within yourself, because deep down they're actually really insecure as a person. And so they've learned how to use lots of different aspects of their personality that are quite, I guess, manufactured in some ways, because they think that that's what people like. And their attractiveness is a part of that. It's very, I feel like this person's very stylized in terms of their personality, but they might even be stylized in terms of the way it is that they look. This person finds you attractive on lots of different levels, and they are challenged by that. They're threatened by all of the things that you are, because it shows them up in a way where they feel insufficient. I feel like the things that this person is saying about you is they're calling into question your trustworthiness around relationships, particularly here with the devil. You can see that this person is saying that you're not somebody that can be trusted with somebody else's partner, that you are a potential homewrecker, a husband or a wife stealer, that you are there to manipulate situations, to get things from people in a way that is very calculated. There's a lot of projecting going on here. That you use your own attractiveness to get what it is that you want in a way that is very selfish. That you only think about you, that you don't care about other people. That you use people up and that you cast them aside in a way that is really mean. I felt that this person was, again, like outwardly comes across as actually almost like quite sweet. It's very, very, as a very nice person. And I felt that you wouldn't necessarily assume this to be somebody who would actually say a bad thing about you. If I come down here to the Sun and the Ten of Swords, I felt here that you were in a really good place in your life, that you had a lot of good people in the fold. Lots of nice friends. And maybe for some of you, you've settled down, you actually have a family, and you've got kids for some of you, or maybe you're working towards that idea, or maybe you're just in a relationship and you're really happy with where you're at this particular point in time. I felt that on a day-to-day level, you just took it for granted that things were good. Maybe things have been like this for quite some time, and everything kind of feels in order. The people around you are giving you an enormous amount. You're giving back to them in a way where, it just kind of rolls on, and so life is good. I feel like life is good. The sun's shining, and everybody's kind of happy, right? And I felt that you were very pivotal. You were very pivotal within that experience, that you were a very central figure amongst other people who gave an enormous amount out, but you got an enormous amount back from that experience. This could be about your family, it could be about your friends, it could be about your life just in general. But I just felt that things were on a roll in a way where there was a lot to be happy about, And there's a lot to lose if something like this was to be lost, The protection of this situation, the protection of this experience that I'm describing is it's like a sanctity of family and friends that upholds happiness. And so you take it for granted on a day-to-day level that that's just always going to be, and that there never is a threat. And I felt that this person that I'm describing is a threat to that. That they're looking to bring that experience down for you in a way that will give them some sort of satisfaction to see you unhappy, because they're not happy within themselves. And so they're saying bad things about you. I felt like this is somebody who would jump into bed with your husband, your wife, your partner, just to have that experience because they want to put a thorn in your side. That they would use their manipulativeness, their attractiveness, their persuasion, their intelligence to manufacture that sort of a situation, because it would give them some sort of an advantage. Up here to the Tower and the Four of Wands, and I felt, this person is motivating an undermining agenda that is very much about bringing down your character, about bringing down everything that you stand for. This person is a liar, this person is a cheat, this person is a charlatan. And I felt that they saw here with the Four of Wands, you've put an enormous amount of work into the place that you're at this point in time. The kind of work that you've done with other people, the kind of work that you're doing maybe within your profession. You've worked really hard to get to everything to where it is at this point in time. And you uphold other people in a very supportive way. You give a lot to the people that you know, and I feel that this person is spreading very sort of toxic political views about who it is that you are and what it is that you stand for in an effort to erode all of that. They're trying to undermine the work that you've done. They're sowing seeds of discontent. And they kind of do that from the outside in. I didn't feel that they were in anybody's ear that you knew who were really close to you. I didn't feel that this person was infiltrating into the fold of people who are really special to your life. I didn't feel like they'd made that sort of progress, but they were definitely on the parameters, just again, sowing seeds of discontentment in a way that started to kind of create ripples. started to chip away at the basis of everything it is that you stand for. And I feel like this person is going to do something that will trip themselves up in the coming weeks or in the coming months. I feel like it's just around the bend. I felt there was some kind of a clash between the two of you and that there would be a reveal and that this person would be caught out. You know, maybe you already have a suspicion of who this person is. I think for a lot of you, you won't. I think for a lot of you, when this happens, it's going to be a really big surprise. And that this is somebody who, if you actually confront them about what's going on, about what your suspicions are, that they will lie, that they will deny it, that they will pull the shutters down and try to snake their way out of this situation. I feel like this person ultimately doesn't like you. They don't like who you are. And that's not because of who it is that you are. It's actually because of who it is that they are. Because I think deep down, they don't really like themselves. But I felt that this would all come undone in a way where this person would, over time, be caught out. And that it would come down here to the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles, that you would see it for what it is and that you'd have no time to waste on it. And that you would refuse to allow any of this negative stuff to become an agenda, and that you would continue on by just being you, doing you, upholding your own honesty, being transparent, pushing your own agenda in a way that was just about not getting caught up in that kind of a drama, that you wouldn't give it the time of day. I felt here with the Magician that you would step into your own power in a way where, because you know who you are as a person, and by knowing who this person is, that you would use your own power of honesty and transparency to challenge them. You know, like it's kind of a little bit, for me, I feel like you're using this situation to your own advantage, and that you would clear out the negativity by kind of working your own magic, really. And a part of what that is for me is that you're keeping things honest, you're keeping things bright and light, and that you're using your own power to overcome a situation that I think a lot of other people might find really challenging. But I actually feel like you are quite a powerful person within your own right, which is why this person is so challenged by you. Yeah. This person that I'm describing is close. Are they in the fold of people who you would consider to be loving and dear to you? I feel like it's right on the edge. I feel like it's maybe not at the center of that fold, but I feel like it's near it or on the parameter of it. I feel like this person is closer to you than you would probably like to think that they are, if this is how it is that they really think. And I don't say that this is going to be a challenging experience in a way that will overwhelm you, but I feel like there's an element of surprise in this risk that's going to shock you as to who this person really is. I hope this reading has made some sense to you. If it has, feel free to leave some comments down below. It'd be great to get your feedback. Like and share this video where you can. Hit subscribe. Tap on the bell icon. That'll give you notifications for any future readings that I post. And if you're interested in the services that I offer as a psychic tarot reader, you can go to www.tonyfoxtarot.com. There's plenty of information about who it is that I am, what it is that I do, and how it is you can access my service as a psychic tarot reader. Thanks very much and take care.